Okay. So yeah, we are live. The meeting is being recorded. John, the floor is yours.
Thank
Yeah.
you, I think. Um, Screen share somewhere. There it is. I was thinking that we'd go through the agenda as soon as I figure out where to press the find button. There it is.
If you screen share your screen, it's not working right now.
Exactly.
So if you want, I can screen share for you.
No, it's just I can't remember how to do it.
Okay, just a second. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that was the part that I want to show. Just the proposed agenda that Plastic put in Gitter yesterday, I think.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah. And then it was just talk it through basically. And then I think about the last part about breaking down tasks. It should be somewhat easy to do it offline, so there's no need to use your time Oleg for this. So I say that's why we should take it at last. There's just wrote an example of one of the issues we should break down. So anyway,
So,
as a,
should I start on with the questions?
yeah, sure, why not?
Oleg, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, so first question is like the compatibility issue that you mentioned yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can it be resolved? This part.
Yeah, do you remember our previous knowledge transfer where we actually discussed that?
Yes, yes. You showed it.
Yeah, because I have shown some code samples, etc. But
Yes, yes.
so do you want me to do that again, or do you have enough information?
No, like just that part. That particular code.
Okay, promotion batch, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Promotion badge.
Yeah, I think that we can just take a look at the code. Mm,
I think for this you have to. Okay, okay.
yeah. Okay, I'll probably just launch the IntelliJ IDEA. So yeah, we can take a look. Meanwhile, GSoC, I believe that there is some documentation in pipeline plugin repo. Let's take a look. So yeah, I'm just putting links, but yeah, there is information about pipeline development. That's my idea. What? Oh yeah, now it's starting. Okay, good. So yeah, there is a document for pipeline integration, and there is also a document for, I believe, from Eclipse about compatibility. Just a second. Yeah, evolving Java-based APIs. So yeah, you remember we have already seen this page together
Yes,
with you.
yes.
So yeah, these documents are rather two main guidelines describing how you could do that. So yeah, this documentation is probably not enough, but yeah, but it addresses some topics.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, let's take a look at our particular example. Okay. I believe it's loading promoted bills. Yeah. So yeah, when I run Hangouts on air, my laptop is too slow, as you may
Okay.
see.
If you want, I
Yeah.
can share the
Okay.
screen. I have the code.
Mm, no, I think that it would be more convenient if I do that, because how to make today's promotion batch appear binary compatible. So I think that we can just have a short show and tell session. And it have a Jenkins CI promoted builds plugin. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's go to my repository so that I just do it on the clean branch. Yeah, I can just mute one particular channel. So sorry, I disconnected from Hangouts. Oh, sorry, from Gitter for a while. Okay, let's go to the master branch.
Okay.
So yeah, we have our code, and yeah, there is a promotion badge.
Promotion badge.
Okay, so yeah, it's here, and we have a method which takes abstract build. So yeah, as we discussed at the previous session, when you see abstract build, abstract project, another types, it should be a red flag for you that it's not compatible with pipeline. And we have a problem here because we have a method and we already have extension points which implement this method. And probably we have extension points outside the plugin. So if you just change here from abstract build to run, as you did in your pull request,
Yes.
then
Yes.
if you go to this guideline, you may see that there is parameters, API methods, change of type of former parameter. It's actually a break in compatibility, even if you upstream the type. So it might not be obvious sometimes because, yeah, there are some documentation below. So you retain source compatibility here by changing the type, but you do not retain binary compatibility. So what we do instead, so something like that. So yeah, we keep this method as is, but we start creating a new method. So for example, yeah, now it will be run. So firstly, what you need to keep in mind here that even if you have a new method, here you can get into source code ambiguity, so you cannot retain the same method. Usually how it's being done, for example, you can pass build listener here. Wow, it's still indexing the configuration listener. So you have a new method because actually build listener is not passed, so it would have been a necessary change anyway.
I think run listener is used for pipelines, Oleg.
Now, well, yeah, it's run listener. Just a second. So there is a thing here because run listener is a method for checking completions of the new runs. So API may be a bit confusing here. What's going on? It still cannot open the project properly. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's but actually abstract build, get build listener, or maybe not. Just a second. Build listener. Okay. Okay, let's start from task listener. So task listener is a top level endpoint. Well, there should be a method there, by the way. Maybe get yeah. I just forgot the method, but yeah, so it should be build listener here. We will get to it later. So if we take a look, yeah, sorry, I really forgot the code. Yeah, so build listener is what we need, even if we work for pipeline, on pipeline. So here what we can do is, yeah, there is a new method, the calling, yeah, here we can call it run to make it more explicit.
Okay.
Run never null. So instead of that, we just put an annotation to make the code,
No, no.
yeah, non-null. So yeah, we are using standard annotations.
Okay.
Environment variables, yeah, it's not documented, but we can check usages of this method. Mm.
Okay, and this makes it compatible.
Yeah, for now it's compatible.
Okay.
So yeah, we will see how to refactor the entire code. Yeah, but yeah. So
Okay.
here what we need to do is yeah, we have a new method. This one we say it's deprecated um, mm, because we want all code base to use the new method.
Okay.
Deprecate use. Yeah, there is a lot of background noises coming. So yeah, sorry if I'm distracted sometimes.
It's fine. I can listen to you.
Yeah, I am distracted, and also my ID hangs, which also doesn't help a lot. Yeah, so let's see. Currently, the branch targets very old version core, but yeah, still we have this method here. So yeah, well, it should be this method though. Yeah, there is a more simple implementation. So promoted. So what we need to do here, promotion batch class. Okay, so what we need here, we introduced a new method, and we
Okay.
need to ensure that since not every new implementation has already written that, here we can say that if run instance of abstract build. So yeah, if a new implementation overrides this method, then it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, if the method is not overridden.
If,
Okay,
if if it is a classical build, this run instance of abstract build means if it is a classical build, then what do you do?
so if it's a classic build, the simplest approach is to just invoke the existing methods. So yeah, here we just convert it to abstract build.
Okay.
It's not required. Yeah, and then what else do we need? We need to pass environment. That's it. So here we invoke the old method. So it means
Okay.
that when this method is invoked, we fall back to the old implementation. Then here, yeah, we can keep it as is, but we have invocation here which comes from status. So you may see that it also uses old API, and
Okay.
we have to do pretty much the same here. So we create a deprecated method. Here it uses abstract build here, but we can still pass task listener null there. So yeah, we use new API in old method so that it still invokes new APIs ways where possible, but we basically deprecate this existing method. And
Okay.
here we also have run, and yeah, we use build listener, build listener, listener. So something like that. So here we also retained compatibility. Okay. Built-in vars. Okay. Okay, yeah, so yeah, you will be able to polish this implementation later. I'm just showing how it works. So yeah, we have a new method, but then what we need to do, we need to see who uses this old method. And yeah, there is one method which is get environment. So, and you may see that it actually already receives a task listener. So what we discovered here that we have a method which already has a login engine, which you haven't been using before. So we pass the listener here, but yeah, if you do that, there is type conflicts because we assumed that all listeners are actually built listeners. So the most simple way to fix that and to retain value is actually go to definition, declaration, just say that, okay, it will be task listener. It doesn't really matter for us because yeah, this is just an abstraction class. But here we just say task listener. Okay. Promotion badge. We fix Java doc here. Okay. So now this get status thing should be able, yeah, it's able to invoke the thing correctly. Here, let's take a look what it takes in the code. So yeah, you may see that target here is abstract build. So we won't be touching it right now. So refactor to run. So yeah, I'm leaving it for you so that we do not go much forward. But we did only one part of the implementation because what is our problem that we have promotion badge. Yeah, we have a new method here, but implementation still use this method. So we need to find implementations. So you may see that there are two implementations in the plugin: Groovy condition and manual condition. What we do here, that yeah, it uses new old API. Let's use new APIs. Task listener. Okay. So here there is no sense to invoke this method, to be honest. So I will just keep it because it was no op. It existed for historical reasons. So yeah, this method is fixed, and there is also manual condition, which also has, oh no, yeah, self-promotion badge. You can see it's no op, but in manual condition we also have badge, I believe. Yeah, here was the badge, and here in this badge, yeah, we also have built-in vars method. So here we do the same task listener. Listener. Yeah, here we check to run. And here you can see that there are some tricky things here because yeah, there is yeah, so run get class. And yeah, here you can see a problem which is going here because yeah, run is instance of promotion. Refactor to support pipeline promotion types. So again, I just put to do so that we don't touch it now. So what you can do here, just to give you a hint, so yeah, you have promotion as an implementation. So yeah, you already started refactoring this class, but yeah, you have already discovered that it's a kind of uphill battle. So what you could do is you can So here we can say that it's promotion for abstract projects. And yeah, we can do what? We can say that here there will be a new interface. So yeah, I'll create just in the hackathon package for now, but yeah, it's better to move it. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's keep it as this. Okay, so something like, okay, here, let's say that it's a promotion run or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just make up the thing for now. So we create a new, let's say, interface for now, a promotion run. So this promotion will implement our promotion run interface. So we have one implementation for abstract projects.
Okay. Like this interface was made, the previous promotion class, that is for abstract build.
Yeah. So because
Okay.
yes, we discussed before, refactoring this class
Is
as an
okay.
uphill battle. Yeah, we
Okay.
just do something like that.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah,
So
there is
only the needed methods from promotion would be used in this new interface.
exactly.
Okay.
And yeah, you
Okay.
can also make it parameterizable. I'm not sure whether it's needed or not
Okay.
to do at generics. Okay, so I'm not sure whether we will need it. I'm not touching it. So yeah, let's
Okay.
go back to our manual condition. And here now we have that if it's not a promotion run, I expected a promotion run, but got whatever. So here we have promotion run, and now we know that this method needs to have parameter values in order to support this promotion.
Okay.
So yeah, what we do, yep. Is it fine that I probably consume too much time at the call?
No, no, it's fine. This is needed, so it is fine. Go
Okay,
on.
build and vars. Okay, there should be public method here. Okay, where is it? Yeah, I messed up something. Yeah, too many classes open. Oh, get parameter values. I was looking for the wrong thing. So yeah, we know that there is method get parameter values. So here, what we say, yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not sure whether we can move this implementation upstairs. It looks like so. For promotion batch, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll just move it for now so that we keep it simple. And
Okay.
here we say that, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we just have a method to do move implementation.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it would be finally done, so we need to do more crunching to get it right. So I just leave a to-do command behind. We got
Okay.
through this line, and our next problem is about parameter values. So there is a method for building environment variables. It's a part of Jenkins core actually, but you may see that this method is already deprecated, and we have a new method for runs. So what it means, firstly, that if you want to make it efficient, we would need to provide to a built environment for promoted run. But since we are not fully sure what would be the interface of promotion run, for example, one of the ways is to say that promotion run is always a run.
Okay.
But we can say it. So for me right now, it doesn't look like 100% condition. So here we can say that non-null. So we can just say that there will be a new method, something like run get promoted run. And here, if we follow such approach, it already looks like we might need generics here. Are you familiar with generics in Java?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if we had generics, we could have added some static type checking here. But let's move on again. So now we broke compatibility of this method because now we do not have the thing, and here it's already so maybe we actually need two methods because this is already difference because promoted run promotion run. So it's quite complicated. So you will likely need to rename this method. Run which we try to promote, and this is execution which does the promotion.
Okay.
So you may see that which does the promotion because these may be two separate jobs.
Okay.
And even in existing implementation, these jobs are separate. But for example, in your new implementation for pipeline, it might be different. Get promoted run and get promotion run. So we implemented these two interfaces here, but now we need to understand what we actually return here because null is obviously not an option. But here we have promotion. Here we have get target. So get target is the build that this promotion promoted. So my interface is just get target here. You can rename it later. Maybe it should be just a get target or get source, whatever. And here get promotion run, we just return this actually because it's here. So let's take a look here. In this method, we actually retrieve build for this. So it's actually promotion run. And there are some run conditions which, there is some magic which we may refactor later. Because here it definitely makes sense to move to a default method.
Okay.
Move to a different method. But let's go back to our manual condition. So here, actually, here we can say that we can again apply refactoring. So now we have promotion run. So probably this code is not longer required because we can say that actually it's a promotion run. So instead of having this loosey check, we just enforce it into API. So it's I'll keep it as is, but you can refactor it to do refactor API to promotion run. So it's just a question in the air. But here what we do, promotion run promotion, we just converted the type run, and here promotion, we just actually put it here, built-in vars. And here we know that it's a get promotion run. So one which actually executes the thing. And now we see that actually it wasn't enough because I probably messed up the interface. The method is called build environment. So again, you may see that there is method name change, and it has been also done for binary compatibility in the core. So like I added additional parameter TaskListener because it was more reasonable. But when the core was refactored, instead of that, there was a method renaming, which is also fine. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, we updated manual condition, and then firstly we fixed all the code issues. So our code will compile, and our code will work as before for all existing badges we touched. At the same time,
Okay, so
yep.
testing if it is pipeline compatible is if it compiles successfully after change, we can assume that it is done. The refactoring is done.
Yeah, we cannot assume that it's done because, well, you have no test automation for that. So that's why when we were discussing it before in the chat, I proposed to have a promotion step. So something like, well, I cannot easily do it here because I don't have classes, but what we could do is we can say that there is a new class, like something add batch at motion batch step. So instead of doing full implementation of the plugin to test that, you can have a small step which actually does the promotion. So I won't be able to actually write anything here because the core dependencies are too old.
Okay.
But yeah, you can. Yeah, if you take a look at this method, pipeline integration. So yeah, there are descriptions about steps. Step. Okay, so yeah, one of the ways is to just implement simple build step. But yeah, simple build step actually requires workspace. So it's better to use pipeline step API.
Okay. This step means, what does this step mean? Like in the pipeline script? Steps in the pipeline script?
Yep.
Okay.
Pipeline step, so that we can spot check the logic. Yeah, so I can show you where you can find this API because yeah, so this guy actually, so it's probably not the best guide. Writing pipeline compatible plugins, defining symbols. Yes, everything is important. So yeah, you will have to go through this guide. But the entry point for you, yeah, there is a build step thing.
Okay.
And yeah, this build step thing actually recommends using simple build step because simple build step is really simple.
Okay.
Okay, simple build step for quick win. The problem there that it will require workspace. So yeah, it's probably okay for now. So let's see whether I can access simple build step. Yeah, so it's probably the most straightforward way.
Okay.
Yeah, use pipeline step API for advanced things. So for me, it would be fine if you start from simple build step, though it has its own limitations. But yeah, the advantage is that it's really simple.
Okay.
So something like, oh, why does it have so many methods? Yeah, I think that the most of them are default ones. Okay, if not, yeah, I think you can figure it out what is needed. But yeah, basically you will end up with implementing this one simple method plus some descriptors in order to yeah, descriptor impl. Well,
Yes, and one question is descriptors for a new instance. When a new class is made, are descriptors like mandatory? Like I learned that it is a global configuration to make instance available throughout the plugin. This
yeah, so purpose of descriptors is to make cool extension points and other UI elements configurable. So if you do not want the extension point to be configurable, then you do not need descriptors.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I just added some sample code, but yeah, it's basically what would you need to do. So
Okay.
here you just somehow define beige.
Okay.
Beige take env vars. So yeah, we have this. Yeah, and then append it to the run action. So yeah, you can do implementation on your own. I suppose we just leave stop here for now. But yeah, it could be a good starting point for you.
Okay, so I'll quickly move on to next questions. I think, like in promotion condition, Oleg, promotion condition.
Yeah.
In that, I guess that is the main entry point of this plugin, right? Because it extends the extension point, promotion condition.
Yeah, it's one of the extension points.
Yes. So I wanted to ask, like in this conventional method of passing the promotion parameters through the web UI, I guess there's something called a descriptor list in the promotion condition that registers the input, the desired input, right? How is it passed? How is it passed from the UI? Which parameters or which variables are through which these inputs are being passed?
Okay, so let's take a look. When you go through UI, there is a manual condition, which you have already touched. So yeah, you may see
Okay.
that there is actually a bunch of code
Okay.
here, but what you can see that there are parameter definitions there. So
Okay.
it means that yeah, promotion condition, manual condition stores its own definitions. And these definitions actually get retrieved by promotion when you start the code. So yeah, let's go here. Yeah, you may see that there are such things like manual conditions. So what it
Okay.
does that yeah, when somebody requests parameters for promotion, the code checks whether manual condition is enabled, and if manual condition is enabled, parameters are propagated from there. So
Okay. In promotion, there is manual condition, right? But for self promotion, there is no method called self promotion in promotion. So how does it happen for others like self promotion, parameterized promotion?
well, let's take a look.
For self promotion, let's look for self
Yeah.
promotion
Okay, where is it?
inside conditions.
Conditions, self-promotion. Okay, so yeah, it's self-promotion page, self-promotion condition.
Yes.
So here, let's see. So promotion page, yeah, just consults with well, condition that promotes a build as soon as it's done. So first thing here that actually doesn't return any parameters like manual condition.
Yes.
So what it means that self-promotion condition is not parameterizable. Let's take a look at its implementation. So here it's almost nothing except on completed handler, which does promotion. But yeah, you may
Okay.
see that it retrieves promotion and just does the execution. Let's take a look at the web UI. So it's resources, conditions, self-promotion condition, config JIRA. And again, there is no parameterization here at all. So what it
Okay.
means is that self-promotion has no parameterization. It has no parameterization in the code in the web UI, and it will just execute a promotion with default parameters.
I mean, how are these parameters then put into self promotion? I didn't understand. Manual, I understood it is parameterized, but how does the modules in this plugin know that self promotion is being called, and how are those inputs
Okay.
put into the?
How self-promotion is being called? Let's try and investigate the code again. So yeah, I'll just close other code passes. Okay. So here we have a self-promotion condition. If you scroll down, you can see that there is a run listener. So
Okay.
run listener is extension point, which actually monitors completions of jobs. So here
Okay.
we monitor completions of abstract builds. So obviously in your code, you will have to rework it for pipeline. But yeah, this extension point, yeah, probably it's okay to just rename it here and call it
Okay.
minor compatibility breakage. So something to discuss later. But
Okay.
yeah, once job completes, this handler receives a notification from Jenkins code. Then what it
Okay.
does, it checks whether, so when any job completes, then it retrieves job property. So to ensure,
Okay.
so this job property is promotion job property. And
Mm.
when it exists, we assume that this is um, a job which has promotion logic defined. Then we go to promotion processes, and for each process we check conditions. And if any process has a condition with self-promotion condition, then we
Okay.
invoke self-promotion. So it's promotion process, consider promotion too.
Okay.
And here, if we go to this code, actually it just goes through all approvals. So yeah, if all other approvals are passed, whether it's manual approvals or whatever, then we just execute promotion. That's it.
Okay, but this future promotion is for after it has been built. This is for after, like before.
Yes.
This is
Yeah. So this condition gets invoked only when the build is completed, whether it's
okay.
passed or failed. But yeah,
Okay.
then that it's completed.
Oh, okay. This is fine. Uh, and badges, or like badges. One confusion about badges is how are badges assigned? Like before promotion, like in this self promotion, what we can see is it gives up an approval badge to that build.
Okay.
So how is that done? Badging is how is it
Okay.
done?
Let's see. So there is no magic there, so we can get to that using the code. So here, the only code related to promoted builds is consider promotion. Here we process all the conditions. So
Okay.
I would assume that, yeah, then there is a method here, which is consider,
Oh,
sorry, there is a method consider promotion. Here we can iterative promoted build actions, action A. So we, okay. Yeah, so yeah, if there is no promotion, we just go forward. And yeah, there is a method called promote to. So yeah, let's go further in the code implementation, promote to. Then there is action. And here we actually have that there is a code called status qualification. So we need to return back because yeah, the method was actually so the code comes from qualifications for promotion. So it might be here or might be here, but yeah, we need to go back to consider promotion. So and in consider the promotion, there is qualification code. Status qualification is met. So I guess that it's actually somewhere inside.
is it promotion condition?
Yeah, Yeah, it's in promotion condition or whatever. So yeah, this status would be generated when promotion conditions are met. And now we need to understand where the badges are injected. I forecast that it gets involved here, but yeah, let's try to find where it comes from in the code. So go to declaration. Here we have add action or whatever. So promoted build action, and I believe that it contains badges, right?
Yes.
Okay, so actually it's not. Let's take a look where the badges come from. So yeah, we will be able.
There's another class promotion.
Mhm.
There's one batch in the promotion builds only.
Mhm.
The promotion badge dot Java.
Oh, yeah, right. So the one we were patching. So let's take a look where it actually gets used. But yeah, again, it will be everything around status. So yeah, you may see that badges are stored in status, as we discussed. So what it means that when we add a qualification in this code, so here or here, we actually add a qualification with badges to the action. So it means that we persist information about badges. Let's take a look where the badges actually get generated for this status. So you can just look for usages of this parameter. And here, let's see, yeah, value right, we have only one execution. It's in the constructor. So when we construct a status, we put all badges here. It's the only way to modify badges. And let's take a look where this logic is met. Yeah, we come again to this is met method. So yeah, so here is met for promotion process. So we pass through all conditions. This can each condition adds a badge here. We accumulate badges and then return the status. So this way we get all the badges and then they get to the action.
Okay, we get badges are assigned from this. Oleg. Okay, so like that is pretty much it. Mm, and like I had like redefined one task in Jira that I will be making at least and yes, next question is okay, this is done, okay, badges is done. Since we're working for pipelines, now promotion trigger, this class promotion trigger, how would we implement this in pipeline? Because we'll be triggering a new job. Okay, so how now badges have been assigned. Now how is triggering done?
Okay, let's talk about triggering. So here what we have, trigger that starts a build when a promotion happens. Okay, so yeah, you may see that. So let's firstly see where this trigger gets invoked, because I believe this trigger is a part of promotion process definition, right?
Hmm. Yes, I guess so.
So promotion runner implementation. So yeah, it's basically this is a trigger only for post execution. So for post
Okay.
execution, we handle promotion triggers. And yeah, these promotion triggers. So let's see where it gets from. Find usages. What? Okay. So yeah, let's go to the super method. You may see that it's part of abstract build, but effectively it gets executed after execution of the build. So yeah, we can just find usages, but yeah, basically when the build finishes in abstract build, then we go through this code in order to invoke promotion triggers. So
I think
if you
for our case, we don't need this, do we?
Probably we need that, but not in this implementation, because this implementation was likely created in ancient times.
Okay.
And now what we have already seen with you, that there is run listener. So maybe
Okay.
for the new implementation, it's enough to have run listener, which actually checks promotion triggers. So run listener just verifies that the build is completed, and once it's completed, it can consult with promotion triggers and trigger other builds.
Okay, like gets notifications from the build. That is what I read in
Yeah,
the Java doc.
exactly.
Okay.
So it means that you won't need to implement the logic like you have in a promotion process. Instead of that, you just subscribe to run listener and yeah,
Okay.
start from there.
So for this promotion process also, I need to make a new interface, and like taking important methods into the new interface, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, so one of the things you can do, I can just push this piece of code,
Yes, yes.
and yeah, you can probably just start from it so that you have a small pull request which
Okay.
just addresses these badges, and yeah,
Okay.
you can just take my code and build on the top of it.
Okay.
Okay,
Please
let's, yeah,
like push that code.
mhm,
Okay, like I think you have to go. So like it is pretty much up. Thank you, Oleg.
mhm.
Mm, and like last question, one question is, you said in GitHub page you suggest having separate PRs and separate Jira tickets.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
Yeah, right. Because, for example, if you take a look, we have created a pretty isolated logic for promotion batch. So
Okay.
if there was a separate ticket for promotion batch, we could have reviewed this pull request separately, and we could have
Okay.
delivered this pull request separately before you touch other things. So then you can deliver things incrementally in smaller chunks.
Okay. Which
And for
That's part of the thing I was talking about for the last bullet point for our agenda, to split up that one
yeah,
issue into smaller issues.
okay. So
okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. What I will do, I will just submit this code. Oh, yeah, I'm not really using IntelliJ IDEA, so you may see that there are some things like that, which is
Okay.
not a good practice. So yeah, I'll have to revert it later. But okay, I'll just submit it as is and then revert.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Just make a PR. Okay.
yeah, just a second. I'll see whether I can revert it from the. Okay, I can do it in source 3. So yeah, it would be better if I revert it before pushing the change. So yeah, let's agree that I will just submit a new change maybe in 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. Like no more questions from me. Like you have a meeting, so I guess John and me will talk for a little long. I guess.
Yeah, so if John is available, yeah,
Yeah, I have a
yeah,
meeting here coming up right now, but it's a short one, so I'll get back to you, Prestig, right after I've done the other meeting.
Okay. Okay. Okay, John. Okay.
okay, then I'll stop the broadcast for now, and then as a next step, you agree how to break down the thing. If
Yeah.
you create
Okay.
a separate task for promotion batch, I will just push the code with this ID so that you
Okay.
can start processing it.
And also, please share the YouTube channel as like.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
This
Okay.
time
All
it
right.
will be done quickly because I don't need to cut.
Edit it. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, thank you all.
Thank you, Oleg, for your presentation.
Yeah. Well, it was rather live coding, but yeah, if it
course.
helps you guys, consider doing pair coding sometimes because it's a really helpful practice.
Hey, it helps me to get a better look too, to see what
Mhm.
this behind the curtains magic Jenkins is.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
See
you
you guys.
all.
All
Yeah.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.